D Hotties, powered by Mahima Creations.
Hey guys, this is Deepika Padukone and you're listening to me on Radio De Hotties with Altu Baba and Faltu Rani, where entertainment just got hotter.
You are listening to Radio D Hotties, powered by Mahima Creations.
Radio D Hotties, the best and hottest Indian radio network in the entire world.
Mahima Creations
Proudly presents Premier Evening Drive Time Show. Bam bam!
Yes, you heard it right.
Bam bam! Every
Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday. Let's beat the traffic.
Bam bam!
Namaskar.
Namaste.
Namaskara.
Vanakkam.
Khushamdeed.
Salam alaikum.
Sat Sri Akal.
మీకందరికి వందనము.
Jai Swami Narayan.
जय श्री कृष्णा.
Jai Janindra.
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे.
या अली मदद मौला अली मदद बोलते सारी फीजे मदद बोलेंगे निशा बुल्ला बड़जन हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे और आप ही के द्वारे मैं सिर्फ फालतू बाबा.
And of course, myself, Faltu Rani, लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time that's going to make it totally therapeutic and totally mastani bandu jana.
True that Banjan. And of course, आज है not who done thirst. Oh my God, Faltu, how many times do I tell you you got to change
God,
this?
I'm going to need therapy after all this unnecessary projection that Altu Baba is doing on me, Bandujan, where he never takes responsibility for his own mistakes. और मेरे पे जल डाल देता है.
बड़े बड़े शहर में सब छोटी बात होती रहती है. Come on, what is this? देखो, on the spot होना काम करना. Last just in time is a speciality of mine. Just in time solution पाना हमसे कोई सीखे. What is this? This is the old question also by the father. This should not be. This question is the old question.
What are you looking at, Altu
Oh
Baba?
my
That is
God.
the problem.
This is not the problem. Oh my. देखो.
That is not an old question. The one that you have posted is not an old question.
Oh really not?
Yeah.
Loving someone unconditionally.
Yes.
That's
yes.
a new question.
That's a new question, Altu Baba.
Oh really? It looks very different to me now.
What?
Yeah, it looks different right now.
This person has
Oh,
asked.
Deepa ji, namaste. कैसे हैं? Pam to you also.
People have asked for about this particular question, Altu Baba. So I don't know what else to say, but I'm just going to say this: that the people who have been posting or sending us these questions, it's synchronous because it's synchronicity, because I saw a T-shirt that had something to this effect today.
So by the way, I also know, and I'm also I'm aware.
Huh.
People who are posting these answers are even reading, seeing our shows.
Right.
I want to thank you for that. काफी सारे लोग हमें DM किए फालतूनी, and they talked about the fact that how it was fun to see a different perspective about the question.
Oh.
So, and I think kudos goes to not us alone. We have to recognize our bandhus also.
Yeah.
क्योंकि आप लोग जब भी इन points पे आप जब when you chime in, see some of them are really important. Some of them feel it's very dire situations where some of them comments came in, right? Some of them were just ranting kind of a thing. But what I realized is there's one person, I don't know if I should take his name. I should not take his name because he said that typically what happens is when he posts something on any of the forum, he gets a lot of negative feedback, as in things which are like, oh, you poor thing, sympathizing with him, as opposed to somebody having a proper empathy of what he's going through, right? तो उनका कहने का मतलब ये था कि जब भी कोई कहाँ पे ऑनलाइन पे कोई पोस्ट करते हैं, he gets those people who are either in the same boat as him saying, oh yeah, I have the same problem. It actually is the bouncing board. The whole thing defeats itself because doesn't get a chance for him to get other perspectives, because many people like to sympathize with you, and he said that our listeners are so nice and kind to be sharing their perspectives. So Deepa ji, kudos to you. Thank you so much. Even Aditi and Meenakshi ji, you chime in on some of those pointers people are asking, right? And I think that makes a difference, Valdhi, because that's what the show is all about, right? The Therapy Thursday is not just for us to get therapy. Trust me, we need it. So many of us do need it. Yeah. So Valdhi, let's go. Just jump into this. I don't know. This is a very cryptic kind of a message, Valdhi.
Well, Altu Baba, so we got to first read the question for our bandhus.
Yeah.
So, Banjan, this is, we don't know, but it's an anonymous question, basically.
We don't even know the person whether it's going to be is a
he
male
or
or a female, because उनके ID में ही एक different kind of ID था. I can't tell you what it is, but it was non-recognizable
Correct.
ID thing.
Correct. तो उन्होंने कहा है loving someone unconditionally. Number 2, mind-blowing sex and sexual chemistry. Number 3, compatibility and comfort in building a home and stable, secure family life. It's impossible to get all three together. Just doesn't happen. You need different people for each category, or you need to compromise or sacrifice on something.
But please understand, the typo is not because of us, it's because of the way they've typed it.
Yeah.
I can change it for each one.
What are your thoughts is the question. So I will leave it to you, Bandhujan, if you have a thought that you want to share. And Altu Baba, we'll lead with you because you are our PhD.
I'm a PhD.
We would love to hear from you. And Bandhujan, if you want to reach us, the number to call us is 408-832 8881, and this is on our WhatsApp number. आपको इस नंबर पे कॉल करना है. WhatsApp से कॉल करिएगा. Please do not call on the regular line. Please use WhatsApp to make a call.
Yeah.
408-832-8881. Regardless of where you are in the world, we'll be able to take your calls, and we will extend some airtime for you to be able to share your thoughts.
Best part is people will satyavashan. They'll say, they'll say, yeah, right, but they'll not dare to call our show. For this question, Fatwani.
What?
Because it has that taboo word.
Oh, really?
Yeah, starting with the X, ending with starting with the S and ending with an X.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Desis don't talk about these things.
What?
Of course.
That is so
They'll
naughty.
comment about line 1.
Oh my God.
They'll not talk. They'll comment about line 3, but they'll totally stay away from line 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Alta Baba,
Yeah.
I really want to ask Bandhujan, really, why is it such a taboo topic? Seriously.
I don't
We're
know.
all adults here, most of us.
So I'm just giving you analysis of our community, right? I don't know why we don't talk about it. I think we should be comfortable talking about any kind of topic,
Correct.
right? But somehow we feel uncomfortable talking about this topic.
Uh-huh.
Now, why? That's a different. Today is a show we should talk about why.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Fatwani? What is your 2 cents about this?
What?
Should our community be open and have a decent, open conversation about it, right? About the topic.
Well, it doesn't matter. It is something that's an integral part of a lot of people's lives, or probably not. Even if you're not, why is it a taboo topic? No taboo. On Pam Pam, especially on Therapy Thursdays, nothing is taboo, nothing is off limits.
That's true, and I will address it anyways. I'm happy to talk about it, and the point is, are people willing to talk? Because we opened the lines up. See, Deepa is there right now, but Deepa will not call.
Why?
I just know that, because Deepa is there to always make me seem right. Thank you, Deepa. Yeah, she's not going to call. You think she's going to call? Pick up the phone and call right now? No way she'll call.
Okay, so Alta Baba,
Yeah.
can we start off with you as to what you want to tell this gentleman or
See, when you-
gentlewoman?
Yeah, the person who's actually asked the question doesn't seem to be. We're not able to gauge the gender of the person.
Uh-huh.
So we'll not even try that. Because this is a general thing, I suppose. Loving someone unconditionally, mind-blowing sex. In a way, I think I have to agree with this person saying that it is impossible to get all 3 together. First of all, I would say it's quite difficult to find even one of all these things to be working for people's lives. These seem to be ideals which people want to live up to. The good and bad thing about ideals is an ideal, right? And I think it's still far-fetched. You never have an ideal perfect thing. It's perception. Perfection is perception, right? So probably, I think in a way, there's a lot of wisdom in trying to say that probably, yes, you're right. It might be impossible to get all 3 together, but it also is not impossible to get all 3 together, or at least get 1 or 2 of those particular topics together.
Okay.
So if you say you need different people for each category, it means that what?
Why get married?
No. Go with the route of Mahabharata.
What? By,
Draupadi, Kunti, right? The
Okay.
route they took.
okay.
Because, it was impossible to find a person with all the 5 qualities of a husband, right?
Uh-huh.
I have a feeling there's a lady who posted it.
Uh-huh. So is that what you're suggesting? You're saying your thought about this particular question is that it could be true? or
best-
it may not be true. What are you trying
don't-
to
I
say?
don't- I
I don't
don't-
know. What are you going to? What are our thoughts with regard to this? Okay, Deepa Jorapur, you have to call on air and you're going to give your thoughts.
That she'll not do, right? She's saying Satyavachan, she agrees. But
Uh-huh.
see, the point is this, okay? When you say mind-blowing sexual chemistry, why can't it be with the person you have unconditional love for?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And compatibility and comfort in building a home
Yeah.
and stable, secure family life. Now, again, when you're talking of building a home,
Huh.
when you're talking about compatibility,
Huh.
right? It is about when you love somebody unconditionally, the compatibility should automatically be it should be automatic. So I would say if the part one is achievable, right? Obviously, 2 and 3 will flow.
Correct.
If the top one is achievable, because when you talk about mind-blowing sex only happens when you are connected in a spiritual way, or in terms of, it's not physical actually. Intimacy, by the way, people don't understand, is not physical.
Correct.
It is more of a notion. It's about the connectivity of the two people, right? So, but people unfortunately misunderstand it, because the way men are wired, women are wired, right? You asked me the question. To men, intimacy is physical intimacy. But in terms of women, intimacy is in terms of emotional intimacy.
Correct.
Right? So that's when you understand something is mind-blowing or not, right? So now coming back to the point of it being available or being something which can be achieved, probably it can be. Why would you discount something? Oh, it's impossible. At least try. The worst thing what will happen, you will fail. Now, this particular point to say this, it will be difficult for people to say. That's why Deepa wouldn't even call.
Because it's uncomfortable, and it's when people are not able to talk about a particular topic, it becomes awkward for them. So they don't want to say anything. They don't want to call because it's hard for them to say anything.
It's hard, or they feel that suddenly they start judging themselves. Yeah, and again, now when you say loving someone unconditionally, is it the right way to go? Are people really loving somebody unconditionally? You got to ask the question to yourself. How many of you are in a relationship because you love the person unconditionally?
And here is the thing, right? So one of the most important things that we need to keep in mind is the priorities or the weightage you give to each one of these things. Right? Is it, what are you prioritizing? Is it number 2, number 3? What is it? Is it compatibility? Is it, is it the mind-blowing, sex? Or is it the ability to love someone unconditionally? As Alto Baba very eloquently pointed out.
Oh my God!
Why? Yeah, seriously, because for a change, you actually made a lot of sense.
Hey, hold on. I'm okay with all the things. What's for a change? I do it every moment. Only your mind is always closed and blocked. I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm going to tell you this, Bandhujan. When loving somebody unconditionally does not mean ki. I don't know what it means actually. I think relentlessly makes more sense, because in spite of everything, in spite of all the issues, okay, so are you going to stop loving somebody because you're not able to have mind-blowing sex with them? No,
Well,
seriously, I want you to think about that.
You can actually love somebody only if they allow you to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
But have you ever given the freedom for them to do what they want to do?
Wait a second. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
So
I've
people
seen
will
some
love
of the-
somebody unconditionally as long as they give them freedom to do what they want to do. A and B people. Okay, A and B.
Yeah.
B wants to have a unconditional love for A. So for the unconditional love to happen, B will say, A must give me total freedom to do what I want to do.
Oh my God. Which means that you have to go looking for it somewhere else?
No, hey, the whole argument is moot, right?
Correct.
If you say unconditional love, if you allow me to go do what I want to do, you're putting a condition already there.
Correct. Exactly.
Now, A probably might have unconditional love towards B.
Correct.
But B doesn't see it.
Yes.
Because according to B, informed by Bollywood, will probably think that, oh my God, I need to be like, a parinda flying around, having a handsome guy, a handsome thing. Oh, you should have a bank balance. I must be able to build a comfortable home, and secure family income, blah, blah, blah. Now that's already, it's conditions coming in play.
Correct.
So that's why I said, you focus on the one, actually truly start loving somebody, you will automatically start seeing the opportunities open up.
The way you love somebody, Bandhujan, is to love yourself. And I've said this many times.
Be love
Now-
yourself. You have said this many times.
Yeah, not like be loving yourself alone, but being love, meaning bringing love into people's life. There are many people, and every single day is a reminder for me. Every single day I come across people
It's okay, Father. Yeah, don't talk about it too much. Okay, it's fine.
that there are some people who are so unhappy with themselves.
What?
that
Impossible.
that they will seek love outside. They cannot bring love into anybody's life. They fake try to do it, and then they completely unka jo matlab the unhappiness seeps through to other people. But think about it, if that person was love themselves, how could they possibly bring any bitterness into somebody else's
No,
life?
so basically, I like what you said there. For you to love somebody, loving someone unconditionally means you've got to be in love.
And you have to be love.
No. If you want to be in love, you can't be a sore thumb sticking out there. You should actually be love entirely.
Love, exactly.
And when you are in love entirely, it means that you're all compassion.
Yes.
And you
And
forget
all
about...
forgiving, all compassion, all everything.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I would say is something that being love is about. Being love is about being accepting of everything that's happening around you, and trying to be appreciative and trying to be forgiving of everything that is happening around you. So if you think that, because हर एक बंदे का परसेप्शन अलग होता है, हर एक बंदे का, हम कौन होते हैं किसी और को जज करने वाले?
वो भी सही बात है.
Think about it, Bandujan. Who are we to make a judgment about somebody else ki इनके साथ ये जो blah 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 है, whether it's a conversation, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, that this is going great, right? How are we to be able to make that a judgment? But if you're love and you're all accepting, you're accepting of different points of view, and you are somebody who does not perceive everybody with a distortion of angst and hate.
Oh my God.
Nahin?
Where's the music?
Yeah, my mound is getting ready in Mountain House, Bandujan.
Yeah, you can find something for in Cataldi Park also. You never know.
Yeah, it
There's
could
a bond forming, or there's an anthill over there which is getting emptied right now.
Yeah.
But the point, Fadli, I think I told you, right? Nobody's going to call because this, people will not call for this topic. Sad.
Yeah.
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 They'll comment on Facebook. Oh, but Satya vachi boli na. But means what I'm trying to say is, if you're expecting these things, I'm saying it's achievable.
Correct.
I am saying it's achievable.
Yeah.
I am again refuting. I'm saying that impossible is the wrong statement out there.
Arey, anything is achievable, boss.
Yeah.
बस प्यार करो, प्यार दो, प्यार लो, not transactional. खुद प्यार बनो.
हाँ, प्यार दो प्यार के लिए, not पैसे के लिए.
हाँ.
That's bad.
नहीं,
Don't ever say conditional. Oh, if you get me all these things, I love you. Means what are you doing? Transaction.
I'll do.
बोलो.
नहीं रे, प्यार दो प्यार के लिए का मतलब गलत होता है, राइट? अगर किसी ने तुम्हें प्यार नहीं किया वापस, तुम्हारा प्यार मुकम्मल नहीं हुआ, उसका मतलब क्या है? It's like, oh, what the heck?
No. Because if you give love,
Yeah.
you're already in love.
Yeah.
When you give love, you don't have shortage of love.
Correct.
You don't need love back also.
And don't expect others to don't expect कि वो मुझे प्यार करे. जरूरी नहीं है. वहीं पे तो मार खा जाता है इंडिया.
No, Deepa is saying she wants background music it seems.
Yeah, प्यार जिंदगी है. That's exactly right. Deepa ji, thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you guys for being so awkward that you don't feel like calling on air and sharing anything.
It's a loud. Your silence was loud.
Yes.
To say that yes, we are still not comfortable
Talking
as a
about
society,
SEX.
as a community, to talk about. No, forget about SEX or sex. Talking about anything for the matter.
Isn't it ironic we have the highest population in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it happens
really-
behind closed doors.
Yeah. No, sometimes. And we've got the highest amount of sexual assaults on women and children.
That's
across the
because,
world.
again, it happens behind closed doors.
No.
As in, we don't talk about it.
Yes.
We don't talk about it, we don't generalize it, we don't actually inform the generation who don't have proper bouncing boards, right?
So, Bandujan, let me, again, the person who has sent this, please first learn what it means to love relentlessly.
Yeah.
And please first learn what it means to give unconditionally. It is always, even if you listen to that adage, right? They say give and take. Give comes first, Bandhujan, before you take anything else, right? So the most important thing is to keep in mind that you need to love yourself, and when you love yourself, you're all forgiving, and you're all accepting, and all appreciative. So try that, and you might just find all three.
Wow.
I know.
क्या
Thank
था
you.
brother? Seriously,
Thank you,
we-
thank you. कहाँ
we
कहाँ
gotta
से लेके
give-
आता
we
है?
gotta-
My
we
God.
gotta pay the guitarist for this. क्या सही में तेरा वो क्या स्पीच को क्या सही में रंग लगाया इसने? हाँ?
And it's not just that; it's the way I deliver too, right?
Of course.
So, Alta
You're
Baba,
FedEx.
any final
Already
thoughts?
You're FedEx.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on that particular question?
I don't say anything. I'm still saying that Deepa is trying to, not touch this thing.
Huh.
I'll call for next one.
Okay.
I think I should pull the one about sex next one.
What? The one about sex? What do you mean?
Let's see what she'll say about this.
Okay. Hey, this is about kids.
Which one?
The next one is
Oh,
about-
good. Deepa can chime in on this one, right?
Yeah.
No, Deepa?
Yeah.
Deepa, call in.
Yeah. So the next question comes to us. I think this is from a mom, because typically moms are the ones who go shopping for birthday gifts and things like that. So this Bandhu writes.
She's looking for advice though, by the way.
She's looking for advice.
So you have to chime in.
Yeah. So recently, we celebrated our kid's 12th birthday. Some of the kids turned up with no gifts, and a few others with gifts like a packet of chips or an open toy of their 4-year-old sibling. All these are Desi kids in the Bay Area. At some of their birthdays, we gifted them their wish list items. Now, one of them is celebrating their birthday next week, and I'm not sure if I should send my child with a gift or not. Maybe their parents don't encourage gifts. That's why they sent their kids with no gifts. What do you guys advise? Most of these kids, by the way, discuss among their friends how their parents check the Redfin listing to see how much the friend's house is worth before sending the kids to a birthday party, and what car their friends own. They evaluate and discuss if their friends are rich or poor in front of their kids.
Wow.
I get to know this when my child comes home and says, "Oh, how rich their friends are."
Oh my God.
And I am like, I don't discuss these things in front of my kids. This isn't their language. As such, we have always encouraged our children to ask friends what they would like for birthday gifts before they attend the event. And we normally shop for at least one of the wish list items in their budget just to make the birthday child feel special. Another purpose is to teach them to value human emotions and show that they care. After birthday celebrations, my child told me that they won't ask their friends' liking for the next birthday. I'm trying to convince the child that the parents might have been busy and that's why they didn't shop for gifts for my child's birthday. But I think I need to reevaluate my teaching to them about asking what their friends like. I fear that I might end up raising emotional children who are pretty much looked down upon or stepped upon in the current environment. She's
My
looking for-
God, what a long thing, Faltwani.
I know.
You lost me in the first paragraph.
Okay, so basically, Altu Baba and Bandhujan, for those of you who are tuned in and who have completely clued into Therapy Thursdays right here on the
Or
Pan
like me,
Show.
who totally clued out after the
This
president
is a
question.
parent whose baby. Okay, this seems to be stemming out of some kind of angst.
First world problem, seriously. All I can tell you this much.
No, Altu Baba, so here's the thing, right? So this parent seems to, when they host a birthday party, some kids come with gifts. The first opening lines of your message, ma'am, I think this is a mom, seem to show some kind of angst that the birthday gifts that came were not to your satisfaction.
Because you were giving all the good gifts, you got the bad gifts. Gifting is a very bad thing. I should say
Yeah.
one thing. Sorry. Because that's one thing which I always have said this all our birthdays also. We don't take gifts to our bandhus, but we definitely go and celebrate the time.
Correct.
Right? I'm sorry, this is a first world problem. Typical first world problem, buying gifts of people. It means you're trying to buy affection, buy love, buy loyalty. I mean, you don't get it returned, you'll say, no, I don't think I'm going to call them again to my parties.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Well,
don't know.
no,
I
it's
just-
not about call them again, Altu Baba. She's saying that her child is saying that her child is not going to ask that friend whose birthday party they've been invited to, what they like, because the child doesn't want to give a gift to that child because he didn't receive.
Exactly. So the reciprocity is in terms of what you're giving and what you're taking, right?
Yeah.
It's material. So you're actually not bringing up emotional people.
Yeah.
You're bringing up people who are materialistic people. Your children are turning to materialistic, not emotional. I'm sorry. Right? So I definitely think, the best way to go for this one is to first of all abolish all gifts in the first place. I know many families who actually categorically say, please don't bring gifts.
Yeah.
Right? And I would say one thing, go further. I would say, on my birthdays, I've always said, people, don't bring gifts to me. Give it to a particular person who need or an organization which is doing a good job.
Yeah.
Is what I always have told our bandhus.
Yeah.
So I don't want gifts. You come there, you come be in presence with me. अरे बचपन में हम लोग क्या गिफ्ट लेके जाते, हम एक वो दुकान से केक लेके जाते, उसके मुंह पे ऐसे थोप के वापस आते हम लोग.
No, even now, for that matter, I mean, I think this parent is saying, the way she raises her children is to have her children ask, is there something specific that you want?
Why would you
So
ask?
that-
Because I can afford whatever gift you want, right?
Oh God, within the budget, she has specified that, Altu Baba, you should pay attention.
What?
Yeah.
Budget again. See, that's what you're doing. So you're making it a need to give a gift.
That-
What about kids don't
so
have a
the
budget?
parent, I'm not saying it's a need. The parent is saying is that a wrong? Is she doing something wrong?
Yes.
You think, oh my God, look at that judgment right there. Well,
So what? I'm also I can judge.
so this is what we call keeping up with the Sharmas, right?
Yeah.
Or keeping up with the Joneses, as we call
Or
it.
the Guptas.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Bandhujam, we'd love to hear from you. What do you think this parent should be doing? Are they doing something right or wrong? She's specifically looking. I think it's a lady because it's clearly a lady who has shared this particular thing. So, if you want to chime in and you want to share something with us, you can call in 408 832 8881.
And of course, I want to recognize everybody out there who are trying to call us. WhatsApp numbers, what you got to dial, 408-832-8881. And Anna ji, आपका बस यहाँ पे आना is a gift.
Correct.
Okay? नमस्कार दीपा जी, कैसे हैं आप?
हेलो पैम पैम
Bam.
तो दीपा जी,
अरे याद है मैंने
एक मिनट
गाना गा के आती थी पहले, लेकिन आजकल ऐसे ही मतलब याद नहीं आता कुछ.
अच्छा गाना गा के आती है
क्योंकि
ना
हम
आप?
लोग गाना नहीं बजाते हैं ना, हमने बजाना छोड़ दिया
हाँ,
है.
इसीलिए.
That is why. लेकिन always Deepa's favorite song is तुम्हें और क्या दूँ मैं दिल के सिवा. हैं? Right, Deepa? For birthday gifts, son. नहीं?
अरे यार मेरा फोन पूरा डिस्चार्ज हो रहा है, मैं जल्दी जल्दी.
हाँ, जल्दी बताओ.
Oh, good.
जल्दी जल्दी.
Before I ask the previous question, आप बताओ. Advice बोलो. She's asking, looking for advice. क्या बोलते हो?
एडवाइस ये मतलब ये इशू मतलब द होल इशू इज नॉट अबाउट गिफ्ट्स. इफ यू सी द एंड में वो उसने जो लिखा है ना,
क्या
लाइक
लिखा है?
शी इज ट्राइंग टू bring up like matured या फिर she is trying to instill good values in the kids, which is a good thing. That's what it shows. And she is concerned that कि बाकी सारे ऐसे like lot of people think don't think in that direction. तो इमोशनली so क्या होता है ना इसी मामले में, because to some extent even I feel that I mean the lady or person whoever has sent this, I can relate to that emotion because I am like kind of hard or strict on my kids many of the times. And in order for them to think in the right direction या कुछ भी बोलो, thinking about the future, like instilling good values या principles or whatever, to my knowledge, my extent of knowledge या फिर my outlook on life as such. तो इस ऐसे टाइम में कभी कभी हो जाता है like kids might feel like अरे यार बाकी के मम्मी पापा कितने अच्छे रहते हैं, हमारे मम्मी पापा ऐसे क्यों है. Sometimes it happens. And at the same time, yeah, when it's like very simple, na Falturani, you scold a child, later you feel very bad, na, when they are like,
Oh.
after 1 hour.
Is this how you feel after you scold me?
Oh
Hello.
my God.
तुम चाय किस एंगल से चाइल्ड हो आल्तो बाबा?
हर एक एंगल से.
7 फुट का नहीं रहता कोई.
7 फुट नहीं, I'm 6 foot 4 inches.
अच्छा,
हाँ,
दिल
whatever.
तो बच्चा है जी. दीपा जी अभी डाइग्रेस मत करिएगा, बट वी आर टॉकिंग.
मैं देखो फालतू रानी कभी अपने बाजू जो बेटा है ना आलतू बाबा उसको डांटो अभी.
क्या कितना प्यारा हूं ना
मैंने
मैं,
divorce
क्या
नहीं
करूं
किया,
दीपा
उसको
जी,
किया.
ये मेरा पैदाइशी फॉल्ट है.
तो
अच्छा तो आप बोल रहे हैं कि so what are you saying that you're saying that
she can empathize with the parent,
and what is the advice you
but what
give
is the
her?
advice you're giving her?
क्या बोलेंगे आप इनको?
मतलब जो अभी whatever you are doing right now might hurt the kids feeling, but I hope they understand the fact that you guys are doing the right thing and guiding them in the right direction.
But don't you feel, Deepaji, that by even trying to afford to give them a gift, one out of that whatever wish list they have, you still are kind of exchange transaction materialistic बन गया है. Because समझो सोचो अगर कोई बच्चा
नहीं
जिसको
आलतू बाबा, अगर ऐसा कल्चर है, देखो अभी सब लोग लेके जा रहे हैं. It's not nice, तुम अकेले नहीं लेके जाओगे, वो भी अच्छा
नहीं, why don't you do this? Why don't you throw a party and ask people not to bring a gift?
So,
वो नहीं करेगी ना.
so
ऐसा
here is the
होता
thing,
नहीं है.
right? So I want to put things in perspective for people here. She also talks about how parents look at Redfin listings and whether they live in this area, how rich they are. They talk about all this. I really want to give you a different lens to look at.
हाँ,
Okay,
दे दो.
we have our neuro minority individuals, right? No, I'm serious. I'm because of the work that we do at Pragna, and I really want you to pay attention, everybody who's listening to us right now. उनके यहाँ, I mean, honestly, just look at them.
Correct.
Do you think that they actually
They
will
care
pick up?
about
They
any of
care
it.
about buying a gift.
Well, let me
and
tell
they-
you, there are
No
people who
way.
actually हम लोग ना एक ceremony है हमारे यहाँ पे.
हाँ.
जो I don't know many people know that. I would encourage you to do it. जितना बर्थडे हो सके हम सेलिब्रेट करते हैं.
Correct.
सेलिब्रेट मतलब गिफ्ट लेके नहीं जाते.
हाँ.
हम वहाँ पहुँच जाते हैं, एक चीज लेके जाते हैं, मेरे लिए वो है केक.
Correct.
Because I like to share cake and eat. Because एक केक खाने में you can actually put on some weight. So you got to be careful in sharing it. तो जहाँ पे कुछ लोग आए हैं साथ में गिफ्ट लेके आते हैं. हमारे जो न्यूरोडोस बंदे हैं गिफ्ट लेके फेंक देते हैं, केक मिलते हैं.
Yeah, they take the cake and they eat the cake. No,
Yeah,
seriously.
yeah,
So
yeah.
think about it. Basic needs of a human being, right?
भूख.
Is your time, your presence.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Exactly, your
That's right.
presence, your time, and your presence more than anything else.
Not presents. Yeah.
वाह फाल्तुनी, व्हाट अ प्लेयर. दीपा जी इसलिए बोल
Very
रहा हूँ
nice.
मेरे बर्थडे के लिए आप खाली आता हो बोला मैं आपको.
No.
बट लेकिन साथ में गोपा को लेके उसको मैंने
no,
attract
but
किया.
show up. It breaks my heart. There was one parent who once called me, not so long ago, and actually one day when I called to wish the child a happy birthday because I wasn't technically invited, so I didn't know where they were celebrating. No, it's okay. It's not a big deal if I didn't know. I
खर्चा
saw
पड़ता है
it.
भाई. When you go out and celebrate birthday per plate खर्चा होता
हाँ
है.
मैंने कहा कि मैं बस बच्चे को विश करना चाहती थी, आप कैसे हो ऐसे पूछा. वो माँ रोने लग गई.
हाँ.
And the child is a neuro minority child. She invited every child in her child's inclusion classroom. Nobody showed up. Not one child showed up. Can you believe that?
No, I can because
Not
I've-
even
yeah.
one child showed up.
Yeah.
And she was beside herself. It didn't matter to her that her friends showed up or her friends and family, but none of the kids' friends showed up. And it is heartbreaking when you do that. So your presence
that's really
really
sad.
matters, Banajan. There are people who think that you throw money at a problem and it'll go away. Yes, money is important, but
Exactly. You can't throw money at me. I'll take the money and go away. So, I thought you talked about problem trouble, right?
yeah. So yeah. Oh, so you're now admitting you're the problem?
Of course, yes.
Okay, so
तो
Yes, Deepa.
so
अब हर चीज को अपने इसमें ढाल लेता
I
है.
love you too, Deepa.
So the most important thing is Banjan. So look at it from that perspective, right? I mean, a classic example is there's if you want to build empathy, it's not in giving gifts. It's in doing something meaningful for them. And if, as a parent, you're saying that yes, ask them if there's something that they would like. That thing is meaningful. But the fact that if that child says, oh, I need Pokemon cards, and if you don't bring me Pokemon cards, you're not my best friend. I need this, that is not okay. So when you say empathy, I know neurominority individuals who have so much empathy for another person that they will actually insist, they will remember everybody's birthday. They will show up and they will ask other people, they'll say, okay, we have a ritual, let's everybody go around, say something nice about the person.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you, Jackie Yang.
Yeah,
Thank
Jackie
you.
Yang, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
For her, and to celebrate her, and where did that start? Her 26th birthday, we celebrated with her.
Yeah.
Somebody who hasn't had, for 75 years, this person has had birthdays with, there was a person who we went and we celebrated his 75th birthday.
Yeah.
And he actually is a very talkative person, but he was not talkative, meaning, when some autistic people are very talkative, right?
He had tears in his eyes.
He had tears in his
Didn't
eyes.
have words to express it.
Yeah.
But as he was eating that,
Yeah,
nothing.
लेकिन if ये
Deepa, I
सब
want-
बात सही है फालतू रहने
Deepa,
की,
hold
when
on.
you talk about-
I'll tell you one thing, Deepa. I want to share this because this is something very important. Jesse, I'm talking about you. And what we did was we just carried McDonald's Happy Meal for all of
Happy
them.
Meals. That's all we bought.
As he's biting into the thing, you won't believe tears flowing down his eyes.
Yeah.
And the smile on his face, the toothless face of his was, oh my
75
God.
years,
75 years.
Deepa. After age
Correct.
10, nobody celebrated his birthday.
Correct, correct.
And what? We just got a tart cake from the store. We didn't have, time, and we just came to know about the birthday part of it. We
Yeah.
just rushed to get this thing,
Yeah.
and we made it a party for all of us. We were like 15 people there, and sang happy birthday song.
Yeah.
Right? Even then he says, I remember my birthday, you came for my birthday. He tells me that. Whether
Yeah,
he remembers
he's-
anything or not, he remembers the fact that we went for his birthday.
Well, this is what his care home administrator told me. He's moved to another care home, which is very far from here. It's in
Yeah.
Salinas.
Yeah.
And we asked, how's he doing? And he says he's happy there. We said, yeah. Then they said the main thing he misses is you guys and coming over for his birthday.
Yeah.
So it's your presence, Bandujan. Nothing else matters. It is presence pe mat jao, presence pe baat karo.
Correct.
And it's really important, Bandujan, that we learn how to value true
A human being.
human beings, and that is what matters.
Perfect.
So
Yeah, and also वही it all holds true. लेकिन ये अभी जो बात हो रही है ना, ये जो बंदी ने या बंदे ने लिखा है फालतू रानी, they are talking about like small kids ना, मतलब
Correct.
वो ये भी so that maturity you get as you
not
grow old,
necessarily,
right? Like,
Deepa. That's
but the
instilled.
thing is, लेकिन अभी छोटी छोटी उम्र में ये छोटी छोटी चीजें रहते हैं which they
Deepa, it matters
aspire
at this
to have.
age. It matters at this age. It really matters at
Formative
this
years.
age.
Formative years.
Formative years. You know what Mahima ji used to make us do when we were kids? Our birthdays were not celebrated by just having a whole bunch of people over. At our birthdays, there used to be one person who was special needs, and I'm not saying this because we are so touched by special needs, and she would invite even the in India they call them those वो जो sweepers आते हैं ना जो आपके bathroom clean करते हैं. So even their kids, she would invite everybody. She'd say, children are children. Let everybody come. Let sabbi ke liye 150, 200 people. And then as we started to get to the age, this child is 12 years old. As we started to get to that age, our birthdays were celebrated going into old age homes, going into something called halfway homes. We would go and we would celebrate there.
Yeah.
We would bring Parle G glucose biscuits packets.
So
and-
if I wanted to eat the Parle-G glucose biscuits, you said, no, you can eat it only if you share it.
Yeah, only if you share it.
So I had to go share it there. So it was like something instilled in me, instilled on Faltari also, by the way.
Yeah.
But again, that's true. So this is the perfect age to actually start instilling those values in them.
Yes.
But Deepaji, thank you so much. Your input was very valuable to the person.
Yeah. Thank
And
you so
to
much.
me at
Thank
least,
you.
to
Yeah.
me at least. So next time I'll be there present at your birthday. Okay. I will be present and not the present.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deepa, for calling in.
All right, Faltari, that's comes to the close of our show today.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But we will be back again tomorrow with a wonderful show for everybody out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's
So-
going to be what, Altibaba, tomorrow? Well, you'll have
tomorrow.
to wait and see.
Yeah, I
because
gotta wait and see. Surprise!
We'll do something fun tomorrow on popular demand.
As
Meenakshi
usual.
ji has asked us for a specific show. She says she misses our Friday Figure Out the Ghana, and she said we missed the Yesha Mastani. Can you guys bring it back? So yes, we will try to bring something like that back on Fantastic Friday. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. तब तक के लिए हमें इजाजत दीजिए. हम कल हाजिर हो जाएंगे आपके साथ. Good night
शब्बा खैर.
and प्यार भरा.
Mwah.
Hey guys, this is Deepika Padukone and you're listening to me on Radio De Hotties with Arzu Baba and Falsu Rani, where entertainment just got hotter.
You are listening to Radio D Hotties, powered by Mahima Creations.